G'day, good morning traders. How are you all doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Just wanted to start by mentioning the student stage that I did on Friday, which I thought was a success. I've had a lot of good positive feedback about it. So if you haven't watched it yet, I'll leave a link to it on the screen here somewhere so you can find it and you can go and check it out. I think there's a lot of value in there. So do yourself a favor and go and check it out. Share it around. All right, let's start by having a look at the calendar. Not a lot of news to start the week. Monday and Tuesday, no news. So lower probability sort of days. I'll be just looking to trade from 9:30 if a position presents itself. Otherwise, we'll be waiting for news Wednesday and Thursday. Looking at the news, we have CPI on Wednesday at 8:30. Now, CPI can be used as a great opportunity to one shot, one kill some evals. And right now is a great time to grab a couple. So if we just have a look at what my funded futures is doing at the moment. So we have this new sim funded resets here. So this is a new launch that they've released. I think it was yesterday. So now we have sim funded resets. And currently, if you need to use one, you can get 10% off with code Jimmy. We've got the 50K reset for 405, 100K for 720, and 150K for 1,080. So it's an amazing idea that they've come up with here, and it's on the sim funded resets is currently only on the starter sim funded. Okay, and you can use resets 3 times per funded account. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of trying to pass an eval again, and you want to just get straight back to where you were, you can reset your funded account. 10% off using code Jimmy. Then if we have a look at what else they've got going on, right now, if it's the first time you're using a My Funded Futures account, you can actually get 40% off right now. Using code Jimmy with the starter accounts, you can get a 50K starter for $48. And that's monthly, renewed monthly, 100K for $90 a month, and a 150K for $132. So amazing value if you've been sitting on the fence, but interested in signing up to My Funded Futures. Now's a great time to take advantage of that. It's 1 use per customer, so you'll be able to get 1 account for that 40% off. And then let's have a look at Apex. They've always got crazy sales. So they still have their 80% off, $35 resets and 1 day to pass using code Jimmy again. And that expires at this stage, 11:59 Wednesday. So plenty of time to grab some Apex accounts if you like those and use them for an opportunity at one shot, one kill, and get those evals to funded in an instant, just about. So keep that in mind. Coming into CPI Wednesday, there's a great opportunity there. All right, let's move on to the chart, shall we? So having a look at NQ here. Let's clear all this up. Had a nice sell-off on Friday, didn't we? So you'd have to say order flow's fairly bearish at the moment. So we had this bullish FEG here on the daily that we're hoping to find support in. Unemployment figures weren't kind, so price sold off and disrespected that FEG. So price to move lower. We have seen price expand today, but we're at no point of interest here. So for me, the idea would be we're looking for price to continue lower. We are grabbing liquidity from this sell-off, and I would anticipate price to continue lower. So let's have a look at the hourly. Let's mark that up as bearish. Most recent information is this FVG, and we also had this swing low here that was invalidated. So both of those levels invalidated, therefore remaining bearish. So on the hourly here, you can see price is trending down. Each time we've attempted to come higher, we've been unable to do so, and we've found ourselves rejecting off bearish PD arrays with all these failure swings through here. This being the news on Friday, we had this huge pump up and then sold off straight away. So we have price reaching for or into this bearish FVG at the moment. That'll be an area that interests me if we're going to see price react here and then fall lower, or if price does manage to push through and invalidate this level. We do have a change in the state of delivery, a bullish change in the state of delivery here on the hourly. You see we've come down through, we've swept an important level, and then we've displaced through this level here, or this order block right there. So we displace through that. That gives us our change in the state of delivery. So if price does decide to move lower, so you can see here using the line chart, we can clearly see that change in trend. So that's the first moment in time that we get a change in trend. And if we do move lower, we want to see price respect that change in the state of delivery for it to remain valid. This is also a hourly bullish breaker. Let me just find my tools here. So we're using both candles because they're both green, so consecutive candles. And we can see here that we had price coming down, a low, a high, and then a lower low, a higher high. So that's our unicorn, and we have a bullish FEG located within that breaker. So that gives us our bullish unicorn. You could argue that maybe this green candle is part of the leg moving down, but I wouldn't really change that breaker too much, because then you would just be using this candle, and we include the wicks, so it wouldn't change the breaker that much at all. So there's potential here that we have got a reversal. So we'll be keeping an eye on that, and if we do have a reversal, we can look at some potential targets here. We have the news highs. aligned with the -2 standard deviation. So a good level, those data highs for price to reach for. On the flip side, we have still got plenty of this low resistance liquidity. We can see price already took this level here. Which is that important level we spoke about for the change in the state of delivery. But we do have all this low resistance liquidity still resting through here. So there's still potential for price to reach lower. So we have the bearish order flow, but we do have a change in state of delivery. So we just need to keep an eye on this level. If I do find a short opportunity, then I would be looking to take that after open. Having a look at ES now. So interestingly, ES on the daily, respecting this bullish FEG. So we have NQ with a bearish bias, and then ES respecting this bullish FEG, so that would be a bullish bias. This is also a daily BPR, balanced price range, through here that's been respected. So we have conflicting biases on correlated assets. So it's probably a time to be more cautious, or maybe sit on your hands completely and let the day play out. It is Monday after all. We've got these equal highs up here for a draw on liquidity. So looking for bullish price action on ES today. And a similar scenario here on ES with the change in state of delivery. Mark that out through here. We've swept into that daily FEG, so that's our important level. We have displacement through our change in the state of delivery. Therefore, it's a valid change in the state of delivery. Running our projections, similar to NQ, with data highs here, aligned with the -2 to 2.5. So a good area to draw to. Bearish FEG we've got to get through first. So again, we need to see if we get a rejection here, that this level here holds price and supports price, or invalidates and we see lower prices. But we have been in bearish order flow, running right through here. So this level really needs to hold for us to see higher prices. We've got high resistance liquidity here, and then low resistance liquidity all the way through here. So if price does get to work here and start moving higher, then we do have some nice draw, some nice target areas for price to reach for. Okay. CL on the daily. So CL was continuing to push lower. Our most recent point of interest is this low here, and we invalidated that. Looking to move higher. We didn't get that, and price is continuing to move lower. So my target now is this low. So bearish for oil. So on the hourly, we've had plenty of opportunities where we've created changes in the state of delivery and those levels have not been respected. Clearly trending down here. Price really needs to get to work here to find higher prices. But again, every time we've pushed higher, we've found bearish PD arrays to reject from. Right now, we're inside an hourly bearish FEG, and price is struggling to break that level. Potential here for a change in the state of delivery. Yes. So we have this order block. We've got a candle close above. We also have this FEG here. So we have displacement through that level. And if we check, we can see that high, low, and price pushing through that level. So that with the displacement confirms this as a bullish change in the state of delivery. Price has respected that level a couple of times now. Will it continue to do so? I'm not holding my breath based on the last couple of days where we've had a similar situation. So remaining bearish on oil at this stage. So we had a bullish bias on Friday. That bias got completed once price reached into this bearish FEG, and that was on news. So price pushed up here incredibly fast into this bearish FEG. Our bias is completed at that point, and then price has sold off. So moving from internal to external, we would be targeting this low here. So bearish on Euro, and that's Euro futures. We will have a quick look at Forex as well, just because there is a slight difference between the pair. So we're looking at this order block here as a change in the state of delivery. There was no displacement in this leg, but we got displacement here after testing this level. Right now, price has bounced off that again. So if you want to see higher prices here, we're going to need to respect this level. And you can see here, there was that data wick that moved up and reached into that daily bearish FEG, and then we see the sell-off from there. But we have these equal lows here. Would be a really nice draw on liquidity should price push through this bullish change in the state of delivery. We have high resistance liquidity on our side of price, and then low resistance liquidity through here on the other side of price. You can see that we're trying to reach for that. We have the areas of interest here. So if we were looking for shorts, today, then seeing price reach up to here to give us an option for an entry back lower would be good to see. So overall bearish on Euro futures. Gold just feels like it's in no man's land at the moment. It's just chop. Just chop. It's not at an area of interest right now. So there's nothing for me to really look at here. I'm going to say neutral bias on the daily time frame for gold. If we have a look at the hourly, so we had a change in the state of delivery through this level here, which price is currently respecting. So that was a bullish change in the state of delivery. So watching this level here to see if price can respect or invalidate. You can see we've got both sides of the coin here. We've got price respecting bearish PD arrays as well. High resistance liquidity, also high resistance liquidity. So generally just bearish bias, a neutral bias for gold. We have these relative equal lows here, would be a nice draw on liquidity. And what's silver doing? Silver and gold are correlated, so we can use those two assets to look at potential SMT. We do have an SMT through this level here, so it's a bearish SMT. We've got gold making a lower high while silver made a higher high. So that's a bearish SMT. All right, what's Dixie up to? So we have Dixie located at a bearish FVG at the time of the analysis. That could change by open, could invalidate it, but at the moment we're located in a bearish FVG, so therefore I'll be looking for price to reach external. And probably back to the one we had originally marked out here. Okay, let's have a look at Forex. So it is a similar picture here on Euro USD. We reached into this bearish FEG, therefore internal to external, looking for price to reach lower. And GBP, so we're looking for price to reach higher, I think on Friday. Yes, we had a bullish idea. That's been invalidated now. We've now closed through this bullish FEG once again. So this would be our next target here, this bullish FEG. So looking for price to move lower on GBP. NFP really messed with the charts, didn't it? All this sort of action across all the charts. We do have a lot of low resistance liquidity that could be sought after here. We've got high resistance liquidity after taking out quite a chunk of this low resistance here. And now we have price respecting bearish PD arrays. So price respecting this bearish FEG here. This would also be a change in the state of delivery. We have displacement in this leg. So this is our bearish change in the state of delivery. All right, let's wrap it up there, guys. Have a good Monday. Don't forget about those eval opportunities for Wednesday's CPI news. Use code Jimmy for MyFunded Futures and Apex. You'll get the max discount available. Please like and sub. Have a great Monday, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.